What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sports Gambling Daily for a Saturday. It is April 27th. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Hey, thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day here with me. And if you don't know who I am, that's cool. My name is Jared. And basically, what I try to do here is post daily sports betting content where I give you my picks and my breakdowns from my exclusive sports betting systems that I created years ago. Now, what these systems are designed to do are to find matchups that we can exploit for maximum profitability. So that sounds like something you are interested in. You found the right place, my friend. Hit that subscribe button. And also, thank you to everybody that keeps leaving those awesome comments down in the YouTube comment section. I love watching and reading and responding to all of them. You guys are awesome. This is an awesome community we have here. And I can't thank you guys enough. So all right, so enough of that. Let's talk about yesterday. So yesterday was not, believe it or not, was not the best day. Um, I ended up going 1-3 on my plays. Now, as you guys know, for most of you guys know, we hit the Reds play. Well, that was a no doubter. But I added a couple other plays. I had the Marlins, a 2 unit selection on the Marlins. They went 0-4 in that game, or they lost 0-4. They lost 4-0. And then we had the Orioles versus the Twins. They lost 6-1. They gave up a back-to-back home run in the first after getting two outs in the first. So they kind of just fell apart at that point. And let's see here. Oh, in my random play of the day, which doesn't count towards any of my system plays, it's just me throwing money at the wall. I lost the Golden State under. I thought for sure that would go under just by looking at it, but I didn't research it. I just threw $20 at it. That's okay. Hey, we're 3-1 on our random plays of the day. So, all right. So let's see here. Hey, if you want to, so we got a great community going on, and I love you guys, and I love each and every one of you guys to join the Discord. Okay, so for those of you who haven't joined the Discord now, come do it. We have 525 people in there sharing information, picks, plays, and parlays. You're costing yourself valuable information for sure if you're not part of it. Now, how do you get into the Discord? Good, great question. I'm glad you asked. All right, so come over to the Instagram, the IG baby. You're gonna look for Sports Gambling Daily. I have 653 followers, so that's how you know it is me. I post dank sports betting memes, not really, but I do try to post funny stuff and also informative sports betting stuff. Come over there, press that follow button, send me a DM and say, Jared, I need to get into this Discord. And this is what the Discord looks like. It's an awesome community. We have people all around the country, all around the world sharing information. We have some excellent handicappers in there. So go check it out. So you won't be disappointed. All right. So yeah, basically hit me up on Instagram, send me a DM, and I'll get you in. All right. So let's look at this year's season results. So we went 1-3 yesterday. Now, the reason why I went 1-3 is because I had a 2 unit selection on the Marlins, and the reason why it was a 2 unit selection is because it was on system 1 and 4. I think it could have been two. I have to go back and look, but it had two. It was on two systems, right? So therefore, it's two 100 unit wagers. So I count that as two losses. But if you want to get technical, it was one win, two losses. But I don't like it to look out that way. So season results: 139 wins, 108 losses. We are up $3,212 on this season. May is right around the corner. We are up 32 units, so let's keep it going. We are in win now mode. All right, so let's go ahead and oh, I'm about to jump into the picks, but if you stick around after the last pick, I'm going to divulge a little more information on how I develop my plays. So I don't want to put it in the beginning and lose everybody that don't care. But some of you guys are asking some more questions. So I'm trying to give you guys as much information as I can without giving away the secret sauce. So, but I figured there's going to be some informative information on how I came up with one of my plays today. And it's probably going to be the play you're going to be like, what the hell? What's he thinking? I don't know. You tell me at the end of the show what you think I'm thinking. All right. So let's get right on into it. We have baseball. Matchup number one, Orioles versus the Twins. This is in Tarjay Field, 2:10 first pitch. We got the Orioles. They were 10 and 17 taking on the 14 and 9 Minnesota Twins. So as I said earlier in the show, you had the Twins going off for 3 home runs in the first inning. They were all back to back to back shots. And pretty much after that, the Orioles kind of just rolled over and let the Twins take care of business. So the Twins, I believe, won 6-1 yesterday. So this matchup, we have Dan Straley taking on Jose Barrios or Barrios. I think that's how you say Barrios. Either Barrios or Barrios. All right. Anyway, so Straley, he was hurt by the home run last game versus the Twins on Saturday. He allowed 3 runs, all solo home runs. He gave up 6 hits in 5 innings to suffer the loss. Now, for Jose Barrios, he went up against Straley last Saturday and posted a similar line. He gave up 4 runs on 8 hits and also giving up 3 home runs, but he was bailed out by the Twins offense in that game. That ended a string of 4 consecutive quality starts for the man. He also has 33 strikeouts on 33 and one thirds innings. And career lifetime, he is 2-0 with a 1.26. And well, it's not career, my bad. For this season, he's 2-0 with a 1.26 ERA in 2 starts at Target Field. And it's good to note that, or it's important to note that Marwin Gonzalez, he is in a bit of a slump. He is 2 for 8 over his last 7 games. And on the other hand, Trey Mancini for the Baltimore Orioles, he went 3 for 5 yesterday, and he's batting 349 on the season. Pretty solid by Trey Mancini. Now let's pull up some trends here. We now this is important. I want you guys to look at these trends, and then we'll talk about how I got to my decision here. So the Orioles are 0-5 in the last 5 meetings in Minnesota. Minnesota, they're 5-1 in Barrios' last 6 starts, and the road team. We got the umpire back there. In the last 4 Saturday behind home plate versus Minnesota, the road team is 4-0. So that bodes well. That's like the only trend that bodes well for the Orioles. It seems like. All right. So all that being said, Major League Baseball System 2 has Baltimore, and that's where I'm looking at plus 225. Found that line at Bookmaker, 100 to win 225. Now, this is the play that I was going to tell you about at the end of the video. So if you're interested in how I got to this decision, stick around after the last pick of this video, and I will try to do my best to explain that to you. All right, matchup number 2. We got the Angels versus the Royals. Kauffman Stadium. The Royals are at home. They're sporting an 8-18 record. Angels not much better with an 11-16 record. Now, Kansas City, they thought they had it all figured out after sweeping the Indians at home. But Kansas City is just not, unfortunately, they're just not that good of a team. I mean, they have some young parts, but they're they're just, it's hard for them to get it together. 'Cause, I mean, there'll be times that they'll show up, but because they are scrappy at sometimes, not all the time. They're a very inconsistent team. So, all right, let's look at Jaime Barrera versus Jorge Lopez. Now, Barrera is coming off a victory versus Seattle, where he only gave up 1 run and 4 hits over 5 innings. Now, he didn't start that game. There was an opener in that game, which seemed to work out pretty well for him. Um, let's see here. This will be the first time in his career that he will face Kansas City. Now, Jorge Lopez, he remains in search of his first win of the year as well. He escaped with a no decision versus the Yankees. Let's see here. He surrendered 5 runs on 4 of them were earned and 8 hits over 7 innings in the contest. Lopez has yet to pitch against the Angels as well. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get into the trends. So the Angels are 4-1 in their last 5 after allowing 2 runs or less in their previous game. The Royals are 0-5 in Lopez's last 5 starts following a team loss in their previous game, and the road team is 6-1 in Lane's last 7 games behind the home plate. So that's the umpire. So that bodes well for the Angels, in my opinion. So MLB System 1, Angels minus 115 over the Royals, 100 to win, 87 bucks. All right, next up, Reds versus Cardinals. We are back at it again with the Reds versus the Cardinals now. Do we dare say the red hot Reds? They're on a two-game winning streak where St. Louis, they just lost yesterday with that pounding by the Reds. So the Reds are 11-14 and the Cardinals are 15-10. We got Malley versus Dakota Hudson in this matchup. Let's look at the matchup here. We all right. So Malley, he's searching for his first win, but he showed off some amazing stuff versus San Diego on Sunday. He struck out 9, only walking 1 over 6 innings. Pretty impressive. Now Hudson, he has had a lot of trouble keeping the ball in the ballpark, especially against the New York Mets. He allowed 3 runs, all of them solo jobs in 5 innings. He ended up with the win though. 6-4 was the final. Now, if he starts hanging those breaking balls and those fastballs up there against the Reds bats, and if the Reds bats continue to stay as hot as they were yesterday, where they hit 5 different people hit home runs yesterday, then it's going to be short, short game for Dakota Hudson. Let's look at some trends. The Reds are 6-0 in their last 6 with a team versus a team with a winning record. I bet you most of you guys did not know that. The Reds definitely are showing up versus perceived better competition. I definitely believe the Reds overall has underperformed a little bit, and the Cardinals are overperforming. At least they were up until yesterday. Cardinals are 1-6 in their last 7 after scoring just 2 runs or less in their previous game. And we have Barrett behind the plate today. The Cardinals are 1-6 in their last 7 games with Barrett behind home plate. So MLB System 6, Reds plus 118. Bet online is where I found that price. 100 to win 118. Let's get it done. All right, so that will do it for my picks for the YouTube channel. Now I will have more plays for you guys. I know I will. So I'm actually working on a couple. Just kind of keeping my eye on the line movements. All right. So if you guys are if you guys are done, don't want any more picks, then I appreciate it. Good luck to you. Good luck to me. Good luck to you. Good luck to all of us. But for all of you, the rest of you that want to know how I came up with that Orioles line, stick around. All right. So let me take a drink of water. All right. Let's jump into this Oriole line. Now, I'm not going to give away the secret sauce, but I'm going to give you how I develop what is value and what's not value. Okay. All right. So first off, what I have to say is the first thing I do is when I see the matchup, I throw it through a couple filters. Right. So, um, once it hits those filters, like and I'm not saying this is it, but let's just say one has to be the visiting team, and like that could be a filter, and then one has to have a losing winning percentage or whatever. The teams we're going against has to have an ERA of 3.0 or higher, whatever the case may be, or they have a whip to walk, a walk to hit ratio, so of a certain thing. So once I figure out that a certain matchup fits those categories, then I start looking at it and I start breaking it down and I try to develop what the percentage that I feel like each team can win at. Okay. So in this case, I have the Orioles. Let me pull it up. All right. So after handicapping the game, I have the Orioles winning approximately 35% of the time. So right around one third of the time. Now, bookmakers offering us a plus 225. Now, a quick side note to this: if I wouldn't have woken up so late, I could have got this game at like right around plus 240, which would have been freaking amazing. But it didn't happen. So 225 is the current price. So after I handicapped the game, I developed an expected winning percentage. In this case, it's at 35%. So what I do is I take that line and I take that number there and I use this equation. So you get your calculator and switch it over to scientific mode on your computer, and you go parentheses 100 minus 35. 35 represents the expected winning percentage, close parentheses, divided by 35 times 100. So, and then you press equal, and that will give you what the true line is from what you capped. So, in this case, I capped it at 35%. So the true line is plus 185. Now, the book is offering us 225. So that gives us a plus expected value. So over the long run, this is a long-term winning play. So the one thing here is like I know like so how do I put this? I know that this is a positive play because I trust my capping and I've been doing this successfully since 2005. So that's how I know that my capping is on point. Now, let me show you what happens over the long run. So let's say we run this out for 100 games. So 100 games, we will win 35 times at 225 odds. So take 35 times $225, and that gives us a total win of 7,875 game or 7,875 dollars. Now we will lose 65% of the time, or yeah, 65% of the time. So we'll lose 65 times at 225 odds. So take 65 times 100 because we're only betting $100 per matchup. And so that means we'll lose 6,500. So that gets the total profit of $1,375. That's an expected return on investment of 13.75% per bet. So that's how this becomes a long-term play. As long as you know that your capping is legit and you have long-term data to be able to prove that it is, then you should be fine no matter what line you come up. Maybe your line was, I don't know, 220 or but so in this case, since the line the odds makers gave us a 225 line. So let's say that when you cap the game, you figured out the true line should have been plus 240. Well, then if you bet this game, that is a negative expectation because the book is only giving you 225 when the real odds are 240. So I hope I didn't confuse anybody. I am glad to share as much information I can without giving away the farm here. But I also noticed there's not too many people, if any, on YouTube that is sharing this kind of information. So if you definitely appreciate it, smack that thumbs up button, and I hope I earned your subscribe or you know, hope I earned your trust. Let's put it that way. So, hey, come hit me up on the Discord and let's talk a little bit if you want. And yeah, that'll do it. So, hey, I hope all of you guys have a wonderful Saturday. And that one girl that is watching. So, all of you guys, good luck to you. Good luck to me. Good luck to all of us. And I'll see you guys at Whataburger. Peace.